I know. I'm so sad. I split it into two parts, but oh yeah.
It's foaming everywhere.
God damn it!
It's all over my fingers. Okay. I'm John.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Piper.
Welcome back to another guest episode of Three Bears in a Movie.
2 in the same month. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We might actually have to. It's really nice.
That is good.
We haven't even discussed anything that we're doing yet. So the movie that we watched this week.
This is our first real guest recommendation.
Yeah,
Because the past two have not been guest recommendations.
it was recommended like at 2 a.m. We are recording the same day as it was
Same
recommended.
day.
And then, we watched Evil Dead: Army of Darkness, 1993, directed and written by Sam Raimi.
Still can't get over that the same Sam Raimi did Army of Darkness.
So, like, Sam Raimi, everyone knows him for Spider-Man. Less known for Drag Me to Hell.
What about Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness?
He was in Doctor Strange.
We tried-
Oh, no, he was!
He did.
Yeah, that's why Bruce Campbell was in it. But yeah, this movie is something. Ryan, it was like, aren't we going to watch the first two? And it's like, Ryan, you don't need to know what happened in those.
I didn't know this was. First of all, I didn't know this was the third in a movie franchise. And then you go, yeah, because the first one's Evil Dead. I'm like, this is an Evil Dead movie? I didn't know any of that. I didn't know anything going in. But also the beer this week is Dragon's Milk, the legendary Dragon's Milk. A surprise to me by name, but honestly, I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, technically, it says it's the term was used to be a celebration at the end of a journey, but I think this is a beginning. You gotta change it.
I gotta change one of my fun facts. Fuck you.
That's so good.
I had a feeling. Which one of your fun
God damn it.
Because Piper said it when you were over there, and I'm like, oh my god, that is one of his fun facts.
ruined it.
Why would you do that to me?
Also, Ryan, you know I checked the labels here.
That means I gotta find. I didn't know it would be written on the bottle. That means I gotta find another real one. God. Okay. You guys go ahead.
Oh my god! But this movie, it's something fun.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't think I was prepared for this. I knew I wanted to watch it, but I
thought you had seen it before.
No.
Oh.
No, I knew of it, and I knew it was
Oh
fantasy
my God.
related, which is why I recommended it.
That's hilarious.
And I knew it was kind of, like, you could consider it standalone-ish.
I think this is I mean, they give you the 10-second rundown in the beginning, which
That's where I was
that's all I needed.
No, for sure. But, like,
Which-
that's where I was so confused, because I knew it was the third movie in a franchise. And I've seen Evil Dead 1.
And it has nothing to do with that. You don't have to know anything
No.
while watching this. And that's what the beauty is. That's what we need more in the world. We need sequels that have nothing to do with the original movie.
Just different stories.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? You have the MCU, which everything just goes off one another, but then you watch something like Moon Knight in the MCU, and that has
Moon Knight?
nothing to do with
Like,
it.
that's the reason Moon Knight worked. And Mandalorian, the first
Yes.
season of that, it's the same world,
Mm-hmm.
different.
Yes.
That's all we want.
And people want, like, that's why I love Moon Knight. Well, first of all, I love Moon Knight because he just
the schizophrenic
like,
superhero?
Yes.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a power. He still beats the shit out of people. He doesn't have a power. He has no powers.
I would beg to differ.
What would you say his powers are?
Being the Moon Knight.
Yeah, it's like how you're, like, Shazam is Shazam. That's his
Yeah, but
power.
Shazam can fly and he has super strength and Moon Knight just beats the shit out of people and
What's
is
Moon Knight do?
He has this armor on him.
He has DID, has an armor where he can get like 2 melee weapons out of his chest. That's it.
I think he's super strong still.
Do you think he has strength? I mean,
I don't
could
know
be
what
wrong.
his power.
At this point, I'm convinced most superheroes have, like, some degree of super strength.
Yeah. That's
so
fair.
I guess that's.
I think they also allow him to read like.
Except for
higher-
Daredevil. Daredevil beats the shit out of people, and he's blind.
and he's blind. Yeah, sonar. That's his superpower.
Yeah.
Which he should be Batman with that.
Shut up.
What do you mean?
And the other guy who does a bunch of crazy stunts and whatever should be Daredevil. Batman.
Yeah.
Batman should be Daredevil. Daredevil should be Batman, yeah.
Batman does ride a bike.
Yeah.
Is Evil Knievel real? This is a question I've been having the other day, and I don't want that to show up on my Google.
Yes.
You'd rather show up here.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was saving
What-
this color.
Yes.
You can't be fake.
Okay.
Do we want to have... Don't
All right.
look it up yet. Let's
No,
place
no,
our bets.
No, okay.
Let's place our
You're
bets.
putting, placing
yes.
doubt in my head. I already
Is Evil Knievel real? Yes or no?
Which-
I'm going no.
What are you declaring as real? Are you saying he's...
Are you asking if he fakes his stunts?
I think it's the way like Ronald McDonald is perceived as real. Like they're like
Like
It's
his
a character.
persona?
yeah, it's a persona.
Okay.
There was no person ever named Evil Knievel.
Well, it's a stage name.
I would still consider that real.
Yeah,
In the same way, like
Yeah.
he still did the thing.
No one goes out dressed as Ronald McDonald, but someone went dressed out as Evil Knievel and did the
See-
stunt.
See, so people will deny the existence of Helen Keller, but will not deny the existence of Evil Knievel.
Who?
Me.
Ryan,
Helen Keller is a fake.
have you ever,
I don't even want to. What?
have you ever seen the Family Guy bit on Helen Keller?
I've not.
But she goes, "Hey, watch this," and then just starts like, "Run!" Like,
No one is blind and deaf, learns how to read and write, and then flies a plane and writes multiple books. It's not possible. There's no way to learn a language
Wait,
if you're
was she
both
born?
blind and deaf.
was she born that way, or
I'm pretty sure.
I-
If she wasn't, then it's possible.
I mean,
But even then, let's say you're born. Let's say you both go blind and deaf now. Could I teach you Spanish?
I mean,
I feel like your brain is just wired differently. Like,
you also have to remember they didn't have like TV back then.
What does TV have to do with
I mean,
this?
how are they going to entertain her? Like, it's
She couldn't watch or listen to TV anyways.
but like Helen Keller, what are they going to do? Read her a book? Is she going to read the book?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
How do you teach her a language?
I don't know. It would be
Unless she already knew the language.
It seems like a funny Barnes and Noble book to be like, hey, this was written by Helen Keller, and inside it's just chicken scratch.
Half the words are going off the page.
Yeah. It's like clearly there's something. It's clearly this book was meant to be a size of like the Lego dictionary, but this is the size of like Dune.
so according to Google, so like she learned to communicate by. She had a teacher who interpreted hand signals pressed into her palm.
So she has,
So let's say I draw the letter A on your palm. So you'll know what that symbol means, but how do you know how to pronounce that?
Did she speak?
She wrote a book,
That doesn't mean you can. Yeah.
but like, how do you? So let's say I can teach you the word and A and D. I write that into your hand. How do I express what that word means?
People are deaf and blind. Those people exist.
But do they write books and fly planes?
Does Helen Keller fly planes?
She wrote multiple books, and I'm fairly sure. So books is confirmed. I'm pretty sure she flew a plane.
Okay, well if you can read and write, you can write books.
But I don't think blind people. Sorry, I don't think blind and deaf people can read and write. So
Do you know a blind and deaf person?
no.
do they
Okay.
like?
If I did, I'd be more convinced.
That's fair. I don't either. So what do I know?
I feel like
it's just speculation.
I feel
on
like
my
we
end.
have to go to a hospital right now, find a blind and deaf person, and be like, "Hey, can you just write us green eggs in hand?"
Let's blind and deafen John and
Well,
teach him a foreign language.
So you would ask that, and they they won't be able to respond because they're deaf.
Yeah.
So what level of deaf are just completely?
I think she was completely deaf. I could be wrong.
She's like, somebody asked her how her day was, and she was like, "What? What?
Did you say something?
She's deaf." What are you, deaf lady?
She was never deaf.
She was never blind either. Somebody was like, "Did you see the other day? Like, see what?"
And she rode with it.
She's like, "Okay, I'm blind and deaf now."
I'll show them.
And nobody had recording devices back then, so nobody could even be like, "Yo, she was lying. Launch this. She clearly reacts to this baseball being thrown at her."
Our brains are pretty good at learning, and it'll figure out ways to communicate, especially if it's not using power to use these senses.
Do you think she had super smell?
That's a funny thing to think about.
Because I know people's senses heighten.
They don't heighten like you think they heighten.
But like, do you think if somebody ripped a fart like all the way across the room, she could smell it?
No.
She could feel it in her feet like Toph. She's like, I feel the air particles.
Like a tremor sense.
No, I don't think. I mean, slightly, but I don't think it's enough to be like, oh, if I go blind, I can now suddenly echolocate. Like, I don't think that happens.
If any blind people,
any blind listeners,
I think you'd pay attention more to the smells and touch because you can't focus on the hearing.
That's yes.
I feel like a good job for you would be like carbon monoxide tester.
That is insane.
It's odorless.
Wait,
You're just sending them into carbon. You're just killing them.
Like canaries in the mines.
That's
Just like,
that's
hey,
really funny.
Let's see. Hey, we're taking you to like this facility to make you be able to see again. Just wait in here.
Why does this sound familiar? Why is this?
Whoa!
Wait, what?
You smell like gas. That's crazy.
Anyway, Evil Dead.
I forgot that we were talking about that.
That's the movie we watched.
Yeah.
Can we got to the Nazis before we got to any plot?
Wait, the Nazi? What are you talking about?
I only heavily implied. I didn't say anything.
What are you talking
I didn't say anything.
I was talking about the mines. No. You crazy.
No.
Are we just clip farming today?
No. Hannah, don't.
Cut this out, Hannah.
And then, this movie. I talked about the 3 books.
You did, and once the scene came up, I was going to ask you again, and I'm like, I'll do it later. Once what were you going to say about them?
So, the 3 books that are shown about halfway in the movie.
Yeah.
Each of them has the bit, like, their one is where the hole gets sucked. Like, he could have... He literally gets sucked into a hole. His face becomes elongated. Yeah. He looks like... what is it, like...
One of the Beetlejuice, like, characters who stretch their faces out, Yeah,
and then, basically, there's 3 books there. He was given the words to say, which anybody remember?
Klaatu, Banatu, Banata, Nikto.
That's close enough. You wouldn't have gotten it, though.
I mean, no, I wouldn't have.
That was going to be, like, one of my questions. It was going to be the last question.
This is the correct statement? Like, what was
I was going to be like, here's the book. Give me the right words.
Oh.
And then...
I think I could have done it.
I think you would have done just about as good as Bruce Campbell.
I basically said them. I didn't hit every syllable.
I love when he coughs. When he goes, and then there is like a racist joke in there. It's an N-word.
It's not meant to be.
I mean...
But it is in there.
I feel like it's...
I feel like it's the 90s. There were jokes like that around.
You think they threw that in there on purpose?
I think it's implied.
Yes.
Okay.
Implied heavily.
Fair enough.
I mean, there isn't a person of color throughout the entire film.
Yes.
Like, the closest we get is to...
Hey, you never know what the skeletons were.
That's right. Everybody's white after death. What? Am I lying?
I feel.
Are they
God. Oh my God, John! I can't be on a podcast with
I
you
don't.
anymore.
I don't like
What?
it. I
No,
don't think there's nothing implicitly wrong with that statement.
You can't
but
say that.
I don't like it.
I gotta.
No, that was an old saying.
No.
Back in the...
Let me write down that time. I can't.
No, that's got to stay in.
You want me to keep that in?
That was an old saying back in the day.
Oh wait, I gotta keep these times.
How
I
back
haven't
in
edited
the
the
day?
last episode yet.
I have no idea, but it was like the whole reason like racism like doesn't make sense is because like
I wouldn't say everyone's.
what?
I wouldn't use that phrase.
I mean, anyway, the 3 books.
Yeah, where are you going with that?
What is this alcohol percentage?
11%.
We're just going up.
Yes.
I'm
Good thing.
slowly, I'm like,
Good
like
thing it was a
boiling
4-pack, or else I would have had 2 of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like boiling a frog. Like, you need to do it slowly. You keep raising the alcohol percentage.
But
Boiling a frog.
You've never heard that saying?
No.
You can't just, like, throw a frog into a pot of boiling water. You have to, like, put a frog in normal water and then slowly turn the heat up.
To do what?
It's capitalism.
What?
I'm not going to go into that, but...
Okay, I'll look that up on my own time.
But basically, for all you audio listeners out there were 3
It's all of
books.
them.
And basically all 3 books exist in the Evil Dead franchise. Because there is the one book that is in this trilogy, the original trilogy, which are Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. And then there's the second book, which is in the remake of the Evil Dead. I think that came out in 2013 or 2012. And then there is the third book, which is in the newest remake, which is in 2019, 2020.
Oh, interesting.
With Evil Dead Rise. And so, that's just a little Easter egg. And supposedly we're getting a new Evil Dead movie every 3 years from now.
You said that at the beginning, I was confused, and then I'm like, why are you talking about Evil Dead? We're watching this movie.
Oh, no.
That's what...
This is Evil Dead.
I see.
But basically, it's going to be like the minor leagues for basically... If you have an independent movie and you make it and it does really well, they're going to sign you up to write an Evil Dead movie. And
It just...
this is the way, like... So, like, I know...
It sounds like a gotcha, like...
I know a lot of stuff that's happening in, like, the horror movie aspect, and it's just like, yeah, if you write a really good horror movie nowadays, you're just going to be signed up to write an Evil Dead movie. So that's why they think the Terrifier director is going to do an Evil Dead movie.
I hope they're good.
Terrifier is so good. I can't wait for the third one to come out.
Is Bruce Campbell going to be in all of them?
He better be. I hope he is.
Bruce Campbell is in the 2012 remake in an end credit scene where he just says groovy. Like, it's him, there's a shadow on his face, and he just goes groovy. And then...
Fair enough.
He's not in the newest one because it was during COVID, so people were very secluded from set.
I can't find another fun fact, you bitch.
I gotcha. Good luck. That's what I gotta start doing. I gotta start guessing things about the beer beforehand.
I hate you.
If it makes you feel better, if I would have forgot about it, I would have ripped off the label that said it.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why you should always ask for cans.
I don't think they sell cans of this.
I only saw bottles.
Yeah. Which, this is really good beer.
I really enjoy this.
I do like this.
If Ryan starts convulsing, we would...
If I'm not allowed to drink caffeine. Oh!
For all you audio listeners, Ryan is convulsing right now. He's shaking. No, Ryan just dropped his beer all over himself.
No!
No.
Coffee beer.
Yeah, he's right now 4 beers in, and he's dropping it all over himself.
Stop! That's not what's happening. Thank you. Damn it! The last of the paper towels.
Also, the practical effects are done really well. The puppets are really cool.
I don't think they're the best, and I do want to be honest about that. They do stop motion, and they are very clunky.
No, for sure. I kind of like that aspect of it because it reminds me of like the old movies of like, I don't know, you don't see a lot of claymation anymore as far as animation, and so I do like that.
And this is coming to me right now. I'm like, we watched Dark Crystal last week. I'm like, I wish they still did puppets. That was so fun, and I wish they did that now. And I'm watching this. I'm like, they did like claymation or stop motion. And I'm like, I wish they had just done puppets instead. But I'm sure people in 1993, there's some people out there who are like, I wish they still did stop motion, and they threw it in for this, and they were like, yeah, and then like, whatever. But like, this was probably a callback to earlier times. And then we like the puppets, which was like 80s, 90s, and then we hope there's more puppets. And then people 20 years from now, I wish there was more CGI in movies. They don't do CGI anymore.
Back when the AI is making movies 20 years from now.
God damn it.
God, I wish they still had actors.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like, and I couldn't think of the name of it, but Jason and the Argonauts is a really old movie that had like the stop motion skeletons.
Yes.
And like,
yes, I watched that movie in high school in Latin.
yeah, and the kind of like the giant iron juggernaut golem that's in it. That's what the original Iron Golem is based off of.
The Iron Giant.
In D&D.
Oh,
Like that to a T. Like that's what it was expected it was.
and here we go down the
Hey,
D&D.
okay, come on,
down the D&D slide.
What's
I was waiting for it to
the
come up.
AC of that character?
I was waiting for one of us to bring it up.
Speaking of D&D, I think now is our once per episode announcement. We're here, actually, Piper is our editor and actor and player in Dysfunction Dungeon podcast.
Yes.
Probably going to be released in November.
Yeah, it will be edited by then, yes.
Yes.
Getting there.
We're not going to release the production name, but I think we settled on at least 2 of them.
I think we're almost split between one of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
thinking to that, I'm like, I like both of those. What if each of us just take one, and then we're like, and then we got both.
Yeah, it's true. We could just be
Yeah.
because that's what they do all the time. They just have different production names.
Yeah.
And it's fun. What else happened during this movie?
Hold on, I'm coming up with another fact.
I mean, Ash plays so many people. Bruce Campbell plays so.
Yeah, and like we paused the movie at one point, and it kind of shows like, the people who acted the most, and he was 2 people because he was the kind of general at the end, or he was just like evil Ash.
Yeah, evil Ash.
But it just showed the same picture twice because Bruce Campbell playing 2 different people.
I love when they show Evil Ash and you can see his teeth in the front, and then you can see his teeth behind.
Yeah,
your 2 rows.
He's got a little bit of an underbite.
The only thing I caught was one of the skeleton soldiers was just wearing a skeleton mask, and you could see his eyes like darting around.
Fun little horror history trivia in this one. One of the generals, one of his like main henchmen of Evil Ash, is played by one of the actors from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, who is also in
What?
I think something Mosby, but he's also in Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses. He's in the newest like Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Did you know another fun fact is that Sweet Life on Deck, Mr. Mosby, is actually related to main character of How I Met Your Mother, Ted Mosby.
Shut the fuck up. I will kill.
I don't think this is true.
It's not true. I go, Mosby, that sounds familiar. I go, Mr. Mosby. No, that's not who I'm thinking. Ted Mosby. I'm like, oh.
Also, this movie single-handedly killed the Evil Dead franchise.
Really?
Because the first 2 Evil Dead movies are so like gory and
Oh my god, this should not be rated R. That's ridiculous.
This movie is a lot less clearly horror.
Yeah.
This one's comedy,
Yeah.
comma horror. The others were horror, comma comedy.
This felt like Life of Brian to me.
Yes.
Like Monty Python Life of Brian.
If you go in expecting a even semi-serious movie, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to hate it.
Yeah. That's what people actually went to the theaters and thought.
Yeah, and I think that was the problem.
Because the producers and like the studio wanted this movie to be like the first 2 Evil Deads, and Sam Raimi was like, "But we already did that.
Yeah.
We did it twice. The second movie is just a carbon copy of the first movie."
And I think that's a director issue. I don't think that's an Evil Dead. Like, I think if he wanted to do that, make a different movie. Don't make an Evil Dead movie. Make a comedy horror movie instead of a horror comedy movie.
Yeah.
Don't call it Evil Dead. Hire Bruce Campbell. I don't care.
And to be fair, they
Same
did.
director.
It's just called Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, so did people know it was Evil Dead?
It was Evil Dead 3.
Then don't call it Evil Dead, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
don't give him a chainsaw hand. Make it it's a ripoff Evil Dead. Give him a weed whacker hand. Make a ripoff of your own movie, and people will like it.
See, but also what happened here was in the second movie, he does go through the portal.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, and he ends up in medieval times, and they're like, "Well, we kind of gotta
Now we gotta do it.
We gotta write through this."
I guess that is a way to set yourself up for another movie.
And the pterodactyl creature that kidnaps the main girl,
Sheila,
that thing is at the end of Evil Dead 2.
It is?
Yeah, he shoots it with a shotgun.
Oh, because I didn't see it at any other point in this one.
Yeah, so in Evil Dead 2, he comes through with that creature.
That's funny.
Because that's like the end game thing of...
that's the last thing attacking him?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they kind of skip through it. But they still have the puppet to use from the second movie.
Because I've only seen the first one, and that's why I was so confused, because I'm like, why does this seamlessly go into the third one? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, so the first one doesn't do that.
First
and
one
then the
doesn't.
remake does.
It doesn't seamlessly, but it's the same story.
Yeah.
It's just the house.
So the first one has the original story behind Evil Dead.
Yeah.
The second one, half the movie is the first movie.
So, okay, this is gonna be another flashback. Is Anchorman 2 half of Anchorman 2 the first, the same as Anchorman 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was going crazy for years.
Yeah, so...
I watched Anchorman 1, and then I rented Anchorman 2 from the library, and I'm watching it on a car trip. And I'm like, I've seen this before. Why am I just watching Anchorman 1 again? I must have given up, because I don't remember anything different, except for the ice skating scene. Then he's ice skating. I'm like, what the... Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I hate Anchorman 2. That sucks.
like some movies, if it's a sequel, we'll just do the first movie for half of it.
It's so stupid.
Weird.
Instead of making the original movie 3 hours. Just give us more 3-hour just treks.
Yeah. I'll do it, and I'll watch it, and I'll drink beer through the whole thing, and I'll review it wasted as hell.
There you go.
Because, what is it? The one fun fact, the fake one that I came up with for the first ever episode of this podcast, the Willow one, was that this was supposed to be a 2-part movie. And then the rest was the TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they do that with some movies and just hey, let's split this up into 2 parts. Let's call it a day.
Yeah.
That's what they do with most of the long saga movies. It's what they did with Twilight. You get a Twilight shout out there.
I've still never seen any of those.
Oh, it stinks, but it's just brain rot.
It does feel like brain rot, and I don't think I ever will watch them. Maybe at some point, even 10 years from now, I'll see the first one and be like, okay.
The first one's actually fun.
I bet it is.
It has a quote, "Hold on, Spider Monkey."
Yeah.
And
I have seen people make Christmas ornaments of them in that scene on their Christmas tree.
I think
That's fun.
I think honestly, that should go in top 10 most memorable movie lines. Not best, Just memorable.
Most
Memorable?
Most memorable.
I got to hear your other 9.
My other 9, I would put that. So,
I don't want to put you on the spot because that's 9 is a lot to come up with.
Number 1 would be like
If you
so number 1 is they're eating her, and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god! From Troll 2.
Yeah.
That is
now he's gonna do it to me. Oh my
if you want to think about it, we can make a post with your top 10 most memorable.
We can
movie
make
quotes.
that a whole 10-minute episode of just
Wow, really milking the viewers for all their worth.
I would come up with my top 10
a
as well.
nice bonus. Like we should start doing movie lists.
We should, yeah.
Top tens.
Top tens.
Go back to the 2010.
Welcome back to Watch Mojo.
One of the things, so I was doing like a real scumbag thing today. I was looking, because I was chilling in my little lair today because I have no Wi-Fi. And I was cooking things up. I was looking up on YouTube. I was like, how do I grow the podcast? And one of the things was like, people love lists.
People love lists.
People want to hear.
People want to disagree with your list.
Yes. No, top 10 lists seem scummy, but it's like, I go on to YouTube looking for those types
I'm
of
like,
lists.
this better be in the top 10.
I
and
hate
it's not.
Watch Mojo. And I end up there every so often.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I'll click on it.
I gotta know if one of my favorites is up there, and it's
Better be
not.
there.
And I'm upset.
One was like top 10 scary musicals, and Nightmare Before Christmas was not there.
That's insane.
And wasn't even in honorable mentions.
They have to be doing that on purpose.
I mean, it just has to be hate views.
Yeah.
Like,
No, what?
because I'm like, did I miss it? Was it 7? No. No, they just forgot about it. And then all the comments are like, where's Nightmare Before Christmas? Where is
It's
Nightmare?
gotta be on purpose.
Oh my god. Oh, one of the other things was like top 10 Dr. Seuss adaptations. And Horton Hears a Who was not on there.
Are there even 10 adaptations?
Because there was like the old TV show.
Oh.
And then there'll also be like Seuss Landing at Islands of Adventure. Like,
But Horton Hears a Who was not on the list?
No.
What?
And it's such a good movie.
Yeah, I think I've seen it like... I don't know if I've seen it in its entirety, but it was like, it looked good.
I think it's Jim Carrey as Horton.
I am being blown away right now. What?
I think Jim Carrey plays Horton. Ryan, do you know who plays Horton in Horton Hears a Who? Isn't it Jim Carrey?
There's no way it's Jim Carrey. I don't think it's Jim Carrey.
Or is it Jack Black?
It's definitely not
no-
Jack.
there's
It's definitely
no
not
way.
Jack Black. Are you talking about the animated one?
Yeah.
It is Jim Carrey. That's insane.
Two.
Will Arnett's in that? I love Will Arnett. I'm gonna take this beer.
You know, the best Batman.
He is no, and I don't disagree.
Have you seen the video essay on why he's the best Batman?
I don't need to watch it. I already agree.
It's.
You don't want that? I'll take it.
Can't wait to hear Ryan not be able to pronounce the word "the" today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy this. Have you ever?
I am an enjoyer of things.
Have you ever had the Hershey beer?
What is that?
So it is it kind of tastes like this, but it's more like Hershey dark chocolate.
I refused to drink like any blatantly chocolate or peanut alcohol.
But before you fully give this to me, do you have your rating in your head of what it out of
Okay,
5?
fair enough. Oh, that's not fair. I don't drink beer.
I know.
I'm an insane person and I drink liquor straight from the bottle.
you just have to be ready to rate it.
Am I rating it to other beers?
You're rating it.
Because I've had other beers.
How you feel out of 5?
Yeah,
What would you put it at?
But
Like,
not
honestly,
yet.
the-
You don't. It's not comparison.
Not
to
yet.
anything.
I'm sorry, yes, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry.
God, this episode would be 30 minutes if we started already.
Shit, it's Scooby Doo all over again.
Yeah, guys, just a heads up, Scooby Doo will never happen.
Don't give. Hey, they need to have false hope.
Hey guys, Scooby Doo next week.
Let's go.
Yeah. But like this movie does do the medieval aspect really good.
It's not what I expected from a horror or medieval movie.
I was tasked with finding medieval because I had to find medieval.
It does both.
Yes.
It's just not what I expected from either.
Me neither.
Because I didn't think it'd be comedy as well.
We gave the stipulation to Piper, hey, for your movie, we want something spooky because it is October.
It's October, of course.
And
I'm like, I need an excuse to talk about D&D because I have a sickness.
Yeah.
And I need to talk about it.
Which will be fulfilled in
We'll
November.
Once we get to the questions as well, I'm sure it'll all be... I'm surprised we've held out this long from D&D conversation.
Right now I'm Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. And the D&D conversation...
Is the Balrog?
Is the Balrog? I'm like, no!
You shall not pass!
Like, we started talking about the Iron Golem, and I'm just like, how do I switch this? What's the AC of that character?
That's continuing the conversation.
No, but like I said it in a cocky way.
Oh, I see.
To kind of quell the thing. That's an SAT word.
It's 20,
quell.
by the way.
There we go. We're back at it.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to meet one of those. We already met the Snow Golem.
Yeah, you did.
Also, people are saying that werewolves aren't the thing to go against when you're level 1.
People say that, yeah.
I beg to differ.
So we'll see, yeah.
What else have... The sets are pretty well done. I wonder if they got a real castle.
It looks fake, so I don't think so.
At least for the courtyard. I wonder if...
For the courtyard, I do still think it was a scene. Definitely from the far away, it was a, like...
Yeah.
Not green screen set. For the courtyard, there's no way they got a real castle. That's definitely a set. I mean, that's easy enough to build. You build walls with brick-looking things on one side, and then you're good.
I love back when it used to be like cheap to just build a castle.
Yeah, it did.
Now it's like...
And then you could blow it up.
That's true. We were just building castles back... Mm-hmm. I wish that was like somebody's political like stance. Like, back then, we were building castles just to blow them up. And now
they're only voting on castle building prices.
It seems like, what is it, the trash robot in England?
The what?
Do you know about the trash robot guy?
No.
It's like Bin. He's running for Bin Minister.
What?
There's the Bin Man, and he's like, I just want clean streets. And he's dressed up in like, he got like...
A real person?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, I gotta look this guy up. Bin guy, England.
There's no...
vote.
Please don't get...
If this comes up first try...
Count Binface.
Of course.
By the way, fantastic... Oh my god! Why is he next to...
There's him to Boris Johnson.
That's not fake Trump.
I remember him!
But that's England Trump.
I mean, he looks just like...
I remember that, like, he was, like, in, like, around 2016, or, like, around that time. Like, that was a...
That's fantastic. Also, Count Binface is a great name.
Literally, no British election is complete without a man with a bin on his head. Count Bin.
Is his identity revealed or no?
No, nobody knows who... Oh my god, what is
He's
he...
the Mandalorian!
What is he doing there? What?
Whoa, Count Binface.
Count
I can't agree with you
is
anymore.
saluting. So...
Hey, yo, Count Binface,
come on, Count Binface.
Hey, he's mimicking Big Ben. He's telling the time. I can't... The other one's down to the side because it's obviously 3:30.
Yes, obviously. Come on. We got you, Count Binface.
Yeah. Yo, that should be my Halloween costume, Count Binface.
Count Binface at 3:30.
And the funny thing is, you guys would take a picture of me, but like nobody would be able to prove it's me.
No, that's right.
No, Count Binface attended that party, not me.
I wasn't even there. I didn't get the invite.
I gotta hire somebody with the same physical build as me to go to your guys' Halloween party.
I'd recognize the voice. I'd be able to tell from the voice.
No, I would like give him like
Voice changer.
recordings.
Recordings.
Just like
And
a soundboard, John.
Just be like, okay, here you play this every time someone says Jesus.
You put a
but who
camera
would
on his lapel, and then you have a live microphone.
I just do what they did with the Elon Musk robots.
What?
Have you seen the Elon Musk robots?
No. Only thing I've seen recent of Elon Musk is the new vans, which are just buses, and then the new self-driving car taxi vans things.
So Elon Musk made robots, and they can perform simple chores, and they cost $30,000 to make.
That's the same price as the self-driving car.
Yeah, and so you can have somebody do all the chores in your house for $30,000.
So
Are they for sale right now?
I don't think for now.
to me,
I think that was a demo.
to me, that feels on purpose. Would you rather have a self-driving car or a like basically house-made for $30,000?
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure that the self-driving car it drives you to work. It's gonna run Uber the rest of the day while you're at work.
What if the robot can drive cars?
There's no way. No, that would be too complex.
Like,
That would be
if
crazy.
you could put the Tesla, like,
At that point, just make the self-driving car.
if you can put sensors in your car, like, attach them to, like, sides of your car, and then have the robot be able to hook up to those sensors.
That's just the self-driving car at that point.
Yeah, but then you would have the robot and the self-driving car.
No, because the robot has to drive your car all day. It's not cleaning your house.
You could be go home. Go home and clean the house. Get dropped off.
At what
at
point
work.
is it just a slave, and like you're going to be the reason we get like Terminators?
Hey guys.
Skynet's going to come after us.
R2D2 should have revolted. He should have. He was too smart.
I love R2D2 giving. Wow! Like, R2, you definitely need vocal cords to make that sound. We know that there's a guy inside of you.
No 8-bit computer makes that sound. I've played Pokemon.
Somebody, I work in the math lab,
Uh-huh.
and somebody's phone ringtone was the R2D2. Wow!
That's Hannah's phone.
Was it? No, hers was the beep beep. Like, it's the R2D2.
Oh, the screen, the R2D2 screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, this person's was the full out scream. And it was so funny.
But yeah, Hannah's phone went off the other day. We both said R2D2, Jinx, Jinx, twice in a row.
And people say that we prepare bits, but
I mean, we never will.
our
I can't trust you when you do that, Ryan.
for all
I
you
can't
audio
trust you.
listeners, we just stared daggers into Piper's eye.
As opposed to
God,
visual
John,
listeners.
you can't. So I play in a band.
What?
And John shows up to the show last night. He shaved his beard except for his mustache.
People don't know I have a beard.
Now they do.
You're doxing him. What are you doing?
Okay. Find John with a beard. Good luck.
Saved it.
Good luck.
Saved it.
Now find John with a mustache. Good luck.
Yeah, come on.
Most common name ever.
Yeah.
But he shows up with different facial hair. Boom. That's what I should have
There you go.
said.
Different paper.
Boom. And he's Homelandering me.
I'm staring
The whole time.
Ryan looks up from his bass and then just
Okay, now you're doxing me. How many Ryans play bass?
probably 700 in this state alone. How many people in this country are named John? I don't know. Probably
Too many.
Too many. One less after today.
I was gonna say one less play bass. I'm
Spoiler.
Spoilers. We're not suicidal.
I can't.
We can't have an awkward
You gotta
silence
finish the bit. What's your...
Wait, what were we talking about?
You showing up in
Homelander.
Yeah.
So I just walk in. Piper and our previous guest Hannah Moore was there, and they were invited outside to smoke with 2 people, and I was just like, I'm not invited to this.
No, it was
You
the
were
It was the whole time.
Yeah, it was the whole time.
No, okay.
Are we getting
We were
into
listening. We were there.
They were outside for a lot of the show.
Also saw everyone disappear at the same time, but that.
No, I was there the entire time. I was sitting at the back.
Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
because I was like standing alone, and I didn't want to like. Your girlfriend had like her group, and I didn't want to be like, "Hey, I'm 23. How's it going, lady?"
We thought the people we went with were part of her group.
No, you guys were just abducted.
I know.
That's what. Also, I got told a story today. I'm not gonna. Oh, but no, she used a fake name, so I can use the fake name that she used. Is they all decided like, hey, we're gonna use fake names tonight, whatever. And one of them, she was talking around. She's like, hey, my name's Aria, whatever. And this guy came up and he was talking to her. And he's like, damn, you're pretty cute. Too bad I'm 40. And then walks away.
What?
I go, what?
Wait, R2D2. What a crazy thing to say to somebody.
I can't believe it. I'm like, what is happening? Too
That
bad I'm 40.
So like, it was so weird, that venue. Like, it was a pretty cool venue. I would love to go there during the daytime.
Yeah.
But there is no parking.
No.
There, like,
You have to park anywhere else but that place.
I parked at ABC Wines across the street, and I was like, hey, I really hope my car... So I was standing in a place that I could see my car. And if I saw a tow truck, I was going to jump over the table, straight outside, and run across the street.
Start booking it.
I was going to Terminator T100. Just...
I've still never seen any of the Terminator
Me
movies.
either.
I've seen
scenes.
only the first one. The first one was super good. I'm told everyone prefers the second one.
I mean,
And I'm also told that it ruins everything about Terminator 1.
and I don't I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good actor, but I think he is.
You don't think Jingle All the Way is good movie?
You don't think Put the Cookie Down is a good...
What are either of those?
This guy.
Come on, get
I hate
load of
him.
this guy.
I think
Have you never... Do you not know who...
I know Mr. Freeze, that's about it.
Oh, no, you... Oh, my God, you don't know...
I think he's a great Terminator because he is a bad actor, so he seems so robotic.
Jingle All the Way.
Okay, yeah.
That's my take.
Yeah, he plays the Terminator very well. I haven't seen him in...
He's in... The only other thing... I know him as Mr. Freeze, I know him in Twins.
You don't
with
know
Dan
who
DeVito.
fucking Turbo Man is?
Who's Turbo Man?
You don't know who Turbo Man is?
No.
I haven't seen...
What is that?
This is Jingle All the Way, our Christmas special movie.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Like...
The entire movie, so he's like a struggling dad, and he's trying to get his kid a toy for Christmas because he thinks it's going to save his marriage and his family. The entire time, his neighbor is trying to sleep with his wife, which his neighbor's a dweeb.
So this is a Hallmark movie from the other side.
But it's so good.
But from her perspective, it's the Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
From his perspective, it's Jingle All the Way.
Because he is a banker. So in Hallmark movies, it would be like, oh, my boyfriend's not in town.
I gotta leave.
Because he's working in his Fortune
He works a
500.
high corporate job where he makes so much money, but he doesn't have time for me. But there's this country boy who makes jacked ass shit.
But we used to have a thing in high school, and he was going to work for his daddy's farm, but I wanted to go to college at State University.
Yes!
and that's where I met Logan, this Nepo baby who
Top of the class, valedictorian.
I love Nepo baby, but he's still valedictorian, top of the class.
I mean,
honor roll.
I didn't think you got there.
Summa cum laude.
president of the chess and water polo club.
Yeah. He also was All-American in at quarterback.
Yeah. He did
somehow all of those.
He had
things.
the time. He did have the time.
He also cured world hunger
Yeah.
and stopped a bomb sophomore year.
Man,
Because he was also.
a man of many talents, really.
Yeah.
You know.
He did it in his underclassman year.
Well, let's go back to Dale, who works at the bar in his hometown, and
But he knows the customers.
yeah, he knows.
But he's so nice.
He still talks to your mom.
That was just show. That's all you need.
And then it's like, are you gonna marry Dale yet? No, I'm with Logan from school. Oh, but he's never here for like Christmas. Yeah, that's because he has a family that we're not married yet, but we still go to like.
The funniest part of all those movies to me is that every single poster for those movies is the couple in a red and green sweater. No matter what it is, no matter what the plot or anything.
Of course, it has to be.
It's Christmas.
Those are the Christmas colors.
Yeah. Were you expecting them to wear like brown and yellow?
No, that'd be fall.
Yeah,
How did we let Christmas get away with stealing a third of the color wheel?
I don't
How
know.
did we let that happen?
I don't know. No other colors. I mean, I guess orange and purple, but it's orange and purple together is specifically Halloween.
I don't know. I consider Halloween the tertiary colors.
Yeah.
Or the secondary colors. Sorry.
So, orange, purple, green.
Orange, purple, green. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's all three. Like,
But I wouldn't say it owns them. Like if I see.
But I would say they own orange and purple. I would say Halloween owns orange and purple.
I mean, I feel like.
Christmas owns green.
So here's my question:
Yeah.
What owns? I guess what would be the two left? It'd be
Yellow, blue.
Yellow, blue. What? Holiday. Okay.
Are we talking about for now?
Wow.
Yellow and
I got my answer out.
yellow and blue. Blue is I don't.
You can't top that answer.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
No. We gotta come up with a holiday that owns. We gotta change one of our colors to blue instead of black.
Are we talking about like
Is
100% saturation, blue and yellow?
I-
Those colors suck.
Yeah,
Would
they're
it be-
not good.
No.
Would it be Hanukkah?
I would
What
say
a-
blue.
what's
more
Hanukkah's
blue
color?
and white.
But like, what
What's
would
the-
represent the candles?
White. I wouldn't say yellow. When I think yellow, I think like highlighter yellow, and that's like
Is there a summer holiday?
4th of July.
That's
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
USA.
Boxing Day. What are their colors in Canada?
Boxing Day.
What? That's a real holiday.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Boxing Day is a day in Canada. It's their version.
Are
of
we
it.
in Canada?
I mean,
Not as real as 4th of July, I guess.
yeah. I dare you to go overseas and be like, "Hey, are we doing anything for the 4th today?"
Wow. Wow. Fair enough.
Oh,
But would you like to get into some questions, John?
I mean,
Some
we actually got
two are true, one is a lie.
so we actually have some fun facts.
Before you get into there, I do have one more thing. There's been a rumor that multiple people around the world has been stealing our idea for two truths and a lie, quote unquote. What is that?
We've been doing this for 19 years. And people are just playing it in college now saying that, hey, you guys didn't make this up. The spirit of two truths and a lie just walked through this very room right now.
Wow, wait.
So I have multiple bits today. I have the three fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
I have guess the budget.
Oh, you do have guess. I forgot about that.
I like doing the guess the budget. And then we have questions.
Yes.
So we'll go with the fun facts about the movie first.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. So just two of these are true. One of these is fucking fake.
Poor fake.
Poor fake.
No.
Number 1. The original title of this movie was Medieval Dead. However, number 2.
Before you can do, what is the title of this movie?
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Okay.
Medieval
Dead. Oh, that's so good.
Number 2. During the filming of the recap, somebody forgot to take the chain out of the chainsaw, and Bruce Campbell almost lost his hand, resulting in an injury in 87 stitches.
Okay.
Number 3. In order to make it appear that the chainsaw was always running, tobacco smoke was pumped into by a tube that was slid up his right pant leg, up his shirt, and into the chainsaw.
I know my guess. I know my answer.
Do we want to like democracy vote, or do we want to pick our own?
I'm picking number 2. Number 2 is fake. He did not almost cut off his arm with a fake chainsaw, resulting in 87 stitches.
I thought it was number 2 as well, because how would you know if it's 87 stitches if they didn't do it?
Yes, and whenever someone tries to pick a random number, it's always something 7. So John picking a random number.
If I had to make a guess, I think he actually had to get 87 stitches.
See, it's almost lost his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means the injury still happened.
Okay. I think that one's fake.
Okay, Piper.
Dang, that's you. Give me the.
He's backing himself.
I'll stick to my guns.
What's your guess?
What was your
The second one.
Oh yeah, the second one's complete bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
The first movie, somebody almost did get injured.
Medieval Dead would be the perfect name.
Yeah.
It was Sam Raimi's original thing because it would have set the tone as it being a comedy.
Yeah. Well,
no.
No.
Army of Darkness sounds too much like, hey, you're in
Yeah.
for it. Medieval Dead is like, oh.
I guess if we're going Evil Dead 2, Medieval Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's medieval.
It's medieval
It's
Dead.
medieval.
Yeah.
And then tobacco smoke was used.
Yeah. You almost got me with the facts of it like going up his legs and whatever, but I'm like, 87 is what got me. You come up with the number 87?
I was at 84, and then I'm like, that's... See, because I'm like, if a chainsaw hit me in the hand, how many stitches would I actually need?
If you had said 84, I would have believed you more. Yeah. I've been noticing, like, even with myself, when I try and come up with a random number, I say something odd. I say an odd number instead of an even number.
I'm going to see if any of my other... Where was my other, like, number?
In what fact?
I'm trying to think of when I gave, like, a number answer. Yeah, because I gave a 3-hour LARP session.
Okay, but 3 is not. 3. Anything above 10, that's odd, yeah. Anything that's below 10, unless it's 7, believable. Sorry, 7, but you've been got.
He already ate 9.
Yeah.
I saw something. I don't know what like horror park it, because like John and I go to Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know what park it's at, but there's like, you've heard of 789. What about? And it cuts to the park. It's like 8 fingers 9.
What?
What? What are you talking about?
What the hell is that?
What do you mean 8 fingers 9?
Oh.
All right, I'll get into my facts now. Sorry,
Which are about?
we're gonna attack. This is about Dragon's Milk beer, which I do enjoy. This is very good beer.
Ryan had to change one of these fun facts. If people were listening
Yeah,
at the
fuck
very
you.
beginning.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I hope they don't. What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Organize your notes.
Oh no, we're good.
It's a notes app.
It's not that complicated.
Sorry. Number 1. Dragon's Milk released a limited edition brew bourbon and bourbon whiskey to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons.
Considering it says bourbon brewed on the front,
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that one's true.
Okay. Number 2. Employees at Dragon's Milk refuse to call their boss anything other than the name The Dragon.
Shut the fuck up.
I want that to be true, so I'm not gonna pick it.
Number 3. Dragon's Milk is the number 1 American selling stout beer.
No, that would be Guinness.
Is Guinness a stout?
Yeah.
Okay, then
I would guarantee that it's not Dragon's Milk.
That's the beer. What do you?
I would guarantee
that it's not the number 1 stout.
That's not the number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one leads me to believe that Ryan just came up with that. Which one of these would be quick?
What do you mean quick?
Like Ryan's little brain.
That I came up with the last second.
Like that is true or not?
Ryan's little brain.
I
had to come up with a fact last second because
the
John.
third one seems like also it's the last on the list, so it makes me think that it's the last one he put in.
What are you feeling, John?
I'm gonna say number 3 is false.
Number 3 is not false.
It's not?
Please, no! Don't ruin me, please.
They did not call their boss the Dragon.
Fuck! I'm so upset.
I put that in there specifically. This was on the way back from McDonald's. We were all driving, and I go, at least Piper will think this is so false that it's not false.
I just wanted it to be true. It just sounded so ridiculous.
I know.
But it's so funny.
It was that little hope that it could be true.
That's exactly why. I'm like, I have to put something that sounds so false that it could be. There's no way he would put that as his false fact because there's no way.
I gotta start finding facts with the number 7 in them.
Shut the fuck up.
Just be like, yeah, all
three of the facts contain the number 7.
No, I'll lose my mind.
And after every time, I'll just be audio listeners. I'm giving Ryan a look right now.
This is according to the Dragon's Milk website. They do say they're the number 1 selling American-made stout.
Oh, American made.
Oh, well.
Ryan left out the American made.
That's 2 different things.
I might have.
So that's false.
I might have.
That's false. Ryan played the.
Sorry, you gotta add a neutral card. That's on me. We're whatever, and 1. It's a tie.
So Ryan gave us 2 falsities and 1 truth.
Yeah, no, that's on me. Now
I'm
reading it back, I realize.
I'm glad we're able to talk that one back.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm like, no way it beat out Guinness.
Yeah.
We can actually look this up right now. What is it? Stout?
I mean, there's no way
gotta be Guinness.
Dragon's Milk beats out Guinness.
I don't even drink beer, and I know Guinness.
Guinness is like the...
Yeah.
I don't want to say the beer, because it's not the beer, but it's... I guess the stout, which I didn't even know what a stout was before today, and then someone
It's just
says,
not carbonated, right?
I guess. It's what?
Guinness.
Whoa! Say it one more time.
It's a really delayed reaction to that burp.
It's Guinness.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I
Because I think the AI is listening to me.
I hate AI overview.
Because
they're wrong.
It says Dragon's Milk is the top selling stout in America, and then I scrolled down.
No.
And it says Guinness.
Who would ever bring up Dragon's Milk in AI overview? That's fucked up.
Yeah. Number 1 selling beer is Modelo.
In America?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
After dethroning Bud Light.
Have we had Modelo yet?
Don't think we have. Because we had Dos Equis.
We should have Modelo next week.
I never had it in my life.
I don't think I have either.
Maybe we have to try the number 1.
Number 1 selling in America for some reason.
So Hannah Moore last week
set a precedent.
She did set a precedent, and I had to come up with some fun facts of my own. These are specifically, of course, D&D facts.
Of course.
Okay, so let's begin. The hit point, or HP, originated in the tabletop role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons.
You told us this one.
That's true.
I do know Gary Gygax
I do
created
know
the
that.
system to allow characters to survive multiple enemy hits.
I do know that.
Thank
God.
So we're at 50-50 right now.
We're almost there.
Lock in.
Of course. Let me know if you ever want me to repeat any of these.
We're fucked now.
Yeah. Gygax set aside only $100 for the game's artwork originally, out of the $2,000 budget.
Oh, what would the other 200? What would the other
$2,000?
$2,000 total budget
And
for exporting as many as he could.
And 100 was set
100
to
for the
artwork.
He contracted locals, including his wife's half-sister, Keenan Powell, for the job, paying them $2 to $3 per art piece.
So the
That's a lot of information.
No, the Nike logo was like sold for like $20, and then they gave him stock for.
This is the original artwork.
That's a lot of information about a fake fact.
So I believe that one. I believe that it was only $100.
Okay, the last one.
That makes sense.
TSR partnered with Marvel to make a 27-episode animated series.
Wait.
TSR is what?
TSR is the company that produced D&D at the time. Sorry. They partnered with Marvel.
27 episode
What
animated series.
year?
I swear to God, if this is
Didn't give a year.
if this was the dwarf I was talking about before we even started recording, I'll be so upset. And I don't. And that, to me, that makes the second one false. And so I will lock in number 2. John, we could divide and conquer.
We could divide and conquer.
And I know that's scummy.
Do what you think is best.
But we could do it, and I'm going to go number 2. I don't think number 2 is true.
You don't think that Gary Gygax set aside only $100 for the game's artwork?
I think. What year did it come out?
If it's a bunch of
What
family
year?
friends.
Yeah, what year did it come out?
Hold on.
It's like
It got to be 70...
1950s?
50s?
Or no, it would be the 70s because they
It's
just
got
had
to be
their
like
50th.
78, 79 or something.
They just had their 50th.
That would
1971.
1971.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. 1974, sorry. 1974.
I think it was more than $100 set aside.
So,
Okay.
I'll say number 2 is false.
there's no way.
So, yeah, out of the total $2,000
With
budget.
Marvel for 20...
I think it's
How big was
Marvel.
Marvel at the time? Wait, hold on. I might take this back.
I wish I knew the year. Because then it would have been, is Marvel
Sorry,
selling it?
I can get...
If we could get a year,
If we can get a year...
then I'm like, Marvel could have been in their shit era back then. Where they were selling everything.
Which, why would Marvel partner with D&D?
To make money.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if
for-
Marvel was
For the
also-
storytelling.
This cartoon came out in 1983.
So what was coming out in the 80s?
But
That was before Fox Universe and Sony.
But think about it. John, I'm
Marvel-
not talking about Marvel. I'm talking about Piper. Would Piper look something up
No.
for arbitrary reasons just to say 1983? And that's where I lose my mind.
There's no trust. Absolutely no trust.
I'm still going to number 2.
No,
I don't believe
No,
you.
we have to do this how we did it with Hannah. We have to keep on asking questions
Okay.
because eventually they'll slip up.
Yeah.
It's got, but at that point, I feel like I'm cheating.
Can you
No, keep asking
Can you reread number 2?
Yes.
Oh.
Gygax set aside only $100 for the game's artwork. He contracted locals, including his wife's half-sister, Keenan Powell, for the job, paying them $2 to $3 per art piece.
Who is Kian Powell?
Shut up!
I know
I'm going number 2. I'm locking in, John.
I'm going number 3. That's
Okay.
false.
You're both wrong. Hit points did originate from Dungeons & Dragons,
No.
but it was Dave Arneson who created the system, not Gary Gygax.
No.
I got your
You hit us with the switching of the name. Why would the creator not?
Of course, Hannah showed you her list of changing one name out of the whole.
Dave
fact.
Arneson was, I would say, just as integral to the creation originally of D&D as Gary Gygax.
Was he the other Steve Jobs guy, the Vosnet?
You could think
The guy that sold out for $1,500.
it started as more of a partnership, but like it was Dave's original, like how he got others to play, like because it was mostly like group battles, like because it was like Napoleonics.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was more of like, oh, you're walking around a board, and then this stuff happens, and this stuff happens. It was Gary who like really tried to market the idea.
That the thought of the hit points was implanted in our mind months ago.
Months and months ago, yeah.
Oh,
Because you told it like
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, hit points are hit. You didn't say anything
Hit
about Gary Gygax. Hit points are from D&D. I go, click. That's in my brain now.
I reaped my seeds.
Yeah.
You had the bullet in the chamber. All you needed
And the
to
fact
do
that
was
you
shoot.
recalled that, wow.
Did you write that one knowing that we knew?
Yes.
Fuck
Oh
off.
my god.
Fuck off.
Oh my god.
And then you'd be like, oh yeah, Gary Gygax. That sounds familiar.
Of course. I know Gary Gygax. I've heard that
creator
name.
made
D&D.
You left one of our games to sign up for GaryCon. Of course I know who Gary Gygax
Gary Gygax is.
Yeah. It's been implanted.
We've been played for months.
I can't wait.
Years. That was
Years.
a year ago.
Don't say that. Don't say. We've not. Yes, it probably was. No, it was
Not quite. It was like a third of a year.
probably.
3/4 of a year.
Yeah.
That was said in...
As
I-
Zoran was.
That was like late
Yeah,
February.
Zoran was around.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back.
They have no idea.
They don't know who it is, but they might know who Aharu and Pro and Con are.
Yeah, by the
Pretty
time-
soon
Yes.
In November.
in November.
Sorry.
Now you have a timeline.
I do. Thank you. My ADHD needs it.
That's why every Monday helps me.
No, for sure. I'm like, I got time.
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Please.
I didn't do it today. I lied.
Like, if you can get it done before we go to Horror Nights tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So that way I can say,
I also have homework to do.
please, Ryan. So
I got my grade to keep up. But yeah, I think that brings us into. Do you want to do what's the
Oh, yeah.
budget?
Yeah,
or
we
do you want to
actually
do 3 fun facts first?
We already did 3 fun facts.
Sorry, not 3 fun facts.
The
It was,
questions.
4 questions.
So we have this new thing on the... It hasn't been yet released.
It's
but,
not been released yet.
But it happened the week before with Dark Crystal. I give you guys 2 movies, and I give you 2 budgets. You have to match the budget with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Army of the Dark... everything's adjusted for inflation. It's into $2024.
Okay.
We have Army of Darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and we have Speak No Evil, which just came out.
Just came out.
Yep, it's the movie with Tim McAvoy.
Never heard of that. Okay.
It's the movie where they have the tongues cut out.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
And then the numbers we have
Okay.
are 15 million and
Alright.
24 million.
To me, I've seen the trailer for Speak No Evil. It seems lower budget movie-wise, but it has James McAvoy in it, which makes me feel like it's more
But I
expensive.
think, like, at this point, like, before this was released,
Mhm.
Evil Dead was super hyped.
Yeah,
So my guess is this has the higher budget.
I think it does as well.
Purely because, like...
So is it, what, 15 and 24 million?
Yep.
Also, 15 seems like too round of a number for a converted money.
I would, so
I always round the numbers.
That's fair.
So,
but
like,
15
14 million,
If it's a
900
decimal,
whatever.
I always round up.
No, that's fair. But 15, this is arbitrary. But it
So-
feels more round than 20.
So 15 for Speak No Evil and 24
That's
for...
my guess.
For,
I'm locking it in.
and I agree with that.
Yep, that's correct.
Let's go!
However, both movies were made with $15 million in their respective time.
Wait,
Whoa.
What?
Really?
During their respective time when they were created, actually, Army of Darkness was made for $11 million,
Oh,
and this one was made for $15 million.
okay. That's
So-
pretty good.
So, within their respective time,
Which, I mean, I'm hearing that as someone who would like to make a movie, I go, $11 million!
but also think about all the like explosions and effects that they did here, and then
Buy some fireworks.
Costumes.
Costumes, yes.
Set design.
all the
Yeah.
puppets. There were scenes where there were like 70 puppets.
Yeah.
Claymation.
But still, 11 million? That's a lot of money.
Expensive.
Well, you know, you have a chainsaw. You have like 3 chainsaws.
But it's not a real chainsaw. Use the same. Don't use 3. Use 1.
Also, they're recording with film during this. It wasn't digital,
Oh.
That's
so
fair.
film is very expensive.
That's fair.
Yeah. Now into the questions. I have 5.
Oh my lord.
5 is
Okay.
some of them are nice and short. Some of them should develop into a deeper conversation. We could have a very long episode today.
I mean, it does happen sometimes that we get a question that's like, this is going to go on for 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, and then some questions are just 30-second
Yeah.
answers. The first one. Would you rather get possessed by a demon, like in Talk to Me, or a deadite in this movie?
So what possesses him in this movie?
The like evil spirits.
Evil Ash?
Yeah. Would you rather get evil Ash?
Like where you have like tiny versions of yourself, and then you have one that tries to get in your mouth, and then they split off.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an evil clone.
So what's the other one? I haven't seen the movie.
So the other movie is just them getting possessed and eternal suffering.
Oh,
So it's
so
like
yeah.
basically a ghost possessed them, and then they took over the kid's body to try and, I don't know.
Like,
You probably could have given me any other explanation. I would have chosen the evil twin.
yeah.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah, because like...
I'm gonna go with evil twin because we can deal with that. I don't know if I can deal with eternal suffering.
My shoulder blinking. That would be crazy.
Yeah, but that splits into your own thing.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it was just going to be a bunch of eyes, and that's why I looked at you during that scene. I'm like, because you suggested this movie, I'm like, what are you doing?
I can't wait till that happens again.
Oh my god, it's going to happen.
You feel something under your shirt.
But also, during the final scene, I was expecting evil Ash to do the spear move where it was like the and then the kick. I was expecting him to do that and be like absolute cinema. But
They also do like a little vaudeville thing, like with the little guys.
Yeah,
I didn't like the little guys.
they're a little silly.
I didn't like that scene.
I don't know. I think it was early on enough in the movie where like you could be confused of what the movie's going to be, but then it's like, I understand the tone now.
But I feel like I kind of did, and if they had,
Stop.
okay.
I'm about to say a joke.
Oh, you want this not in?
You know who would like these little guys?
Yeah.
P. Diddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. I just needed to release that one.
Okay. You don't want that in?
I mean, it could be it.
All right.
It is a funny bit. We did talk about P. Diddy last week, I
We
believe.
did, because I think we brought up Kanye.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a good precedent to set. I feel like
I can't be 2 episodes in a row, John.
Well, we can talk shit about P. Diddy.
Yeah, fuck you, P. Diddy.
Yeah. I hope
Alright,
he's
we're
listening
good,
to
we're
this
good, we're
You're
because
good.
it-
You're good. You're
Thank-
clean. You're clean.
Hold on. One more thing. Thank you, Beyonce.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're good.
We
Now we're
love you,
good.
Beyonce.
We're chill.
We're safe. We can see. We can sleep.
But no, I'd rather have an evil twin because I think I could beat my evil twin more than
So it would be Bad Ryan.
yeah, as a separate person, not as a bad Ryan in me. It'd be bad Ryan as I'm physically
Hey
fighting.
guys, we actually now have 6 questions.
Oh my
So
God.
is it like cartoonishly evil? Just like it's kind of a version of you, but it's just basically a person that looks like you that's cartoonishly evil? Or is it you, all the evil thoughts that you can come up with?
That's a good question.
That's number 6. It was going to be, what does Bad Ryan and Bad Piper consist of?
Oh God!
I guess
don't know if I
now
wanna-
we're getting to number 6 right now.
Yeah, we could get into number 6.
I mean, in this movie, it's cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's when they go like evil person, that's what they go is cartoonishly, and so that's what I think when I think evil Ryan is cartoonishly evil Ryan. It's like, what if Detective Ryan had bad thoughts?
Yes. What my mind goes to is, and oh God, just like I think of like playing the Oni. In
Oh,
a main
yeah.
Game.
Ew.
Just like the most horrendous, like very personal, very
Yeah.
Like,
But could
Yes.
could you then be evil Piper? But because you thought of that as Piper, could you beat evil Piper as?
Could I beat evil Piper?
I give it a 50-50. Like, I give myself a shot.
Okay.
I give myself a shot.
It's more of an intellectual battle.
Yeah, at that point.
It's
Yeah.
Light versus L.
Yes, exactly.
I think evil John would scheme too much that good John couldn't beat him.
I was just about to say something similar. I'm like, to me, it'd definitely be a physical fight, and then to me, evil me, it'd be like, he's definitely gonna think it's a physical fight. I'm gonna go with the intellectual route,
You guys go.
and then I'd lose.
You just pull out a gun.
Yeah.
You guys go for a punch, but you're just like. For all you audio listeners, I'm doing the scram. Leave her alone.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone, man.
Did you see that person did stand-up comedy?
What?
And they're like, "Hey, I know where you guys might know me from. I was on a TikTok, and it kind of went viral. I went, scram!
Leave her alone.
It's such a good...
So funny.
That's Zorn in a nutshell.
Oh,
D&D,
100%.
Oh, my God.
100%.
When he raises his hand, I love that. That's my cantrip. Zoran's hand of silence.
Write that one down.
Will do.
The other person is so distraught and must succeed a wisdom. Must succeed a wisdom saving throw or charisma saving throw of 25,
or else have their train of thought interrupted.
It's just like it causes a concentration check of everyone within 20 feet.
Yeah.
What is going on here? What's your question? Oh, is there a bathroom here? Soren's charisma is so low.
It's so low
But
that it's so high.
Because I didn't realize it until you guys told me, and I was just like, no, you're right. Zoran is very good in like weird situations just because he's so weird, and he's like, you're the bad guy, I can out-weird you right
Well,
now.
he's able to say what he's thinking at any given moment, which takes like the overthinking aspect out of it.
Yeah.
Which is like really effective in D&D. It's like, oh yeah, they're just the bad guy. Why are we thinking about this so much?
And also I just think because he's so big and he's like 7 foot something,
Yeah.
and like nobody's gonna be like, are you okay? Are you good? Are you stupid?
No one's gonna question the 7-foot dragonborn.
Yeah.
When he's like, when he's giving you
Not a
the
lot of
Homeland-
facial expressions on those scales.
the Homelander, no thoughts are in those eyes.
Looks like a death stare rather than confused. But I guess that's question 1 and 6.
Question 1 and 6, yeah.
We could
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. What time period would you want to travel back into and fight demons in?
And fight demons in. So are the demons themed to that time period?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's only fair.
Okay.
Because here they're more like gargoyles and skeletons.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you went back to the 90s, they would be more devilish and fiendish. And like,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. It's
Like-
more of a noir film.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of,
Yeah, you could go 50s and go totally noir, and that'd be sick.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I just think 20s, they're all gangsters and probably like doing drugs.
Okay, but what if I go back to the 2010s? Like, then what?
It's just a bunch of devils in MC Hammer pants.
Yeah.
Just
It's the same thing as the 90s, but they're wearing different. They're wearing MC Hammer.
They're selling Enjoys to kids. They're selling little vape pens. They're like, hey, you want to be hooked? They still have the accent. Fish! Lionfish.
The fish are here. You can go.
Also,
You should go first.
so I'm gonna. It's tough because it's like, it's almost like who you want your allies to be as well. Because if we're saying it's very Evil Dead, like, okay, he had knights with him as well.
True.
So I'd probably want to go somewhere where there's firearms. Because, like, I don't know.
but then-
skeletons and zombies, they can't use firearms.
Why not? Why can't they?
That's a good question, and my answer is arbitrary. I don't know.
They don't have the finger ligaments to use the gun.
Okay.
They can grab sword, but they can't grab gun.
Yeah. They can grip a sword.
If we do it in now times, do they have intercontinental ballistic missiles?
That'd be so funny.
See, I'd rather
Would
go...
you even see that they're demons?
I'd rather go melee weapons than guns with skeletons. Because I think I have less of a chance of hitting a skeleton with a gun than I do of hitting them with a sword.
Fair.
The bullet could go through them. It could miss all of their their bones.
That's fair. I'm trying to think though, but like, yeah.
I
Is
gotta
it
go.
still just like a skeleton army?
I would say yes, because it is Army of
the
Darkness.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Or Army of Darkness.
Yeah. So
I
you
guess
are
I'm
getting that
trying to
Army at the
choose.
Darkness at the end. You're just choosing who's pretty much leading them. Which it would be evil you, probably.
It would be evil me.
They wouldn't look as ugly because you didn't shoot them in the face and burn them alive.
And cut them in half with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, this one's tough.
I still gotta go melee weapons whenever that is. I don't know how far back that goes.
Samurai movie of this would be so cool.
Oh, that would be sick.
That would be cool.
The-
Oh,
or-
you know, I
wait.
answered this. Wait, I answered this in the middle of watching. What am I talking about? I think we need a perfect phalanx. We need a.
What am I talking about?
Roman.
Let's go pirates.
Oh yes. Yeah. At the height of Rome.
Yeah.
We have a perfect phalanx. What are they going to do? Approach a perfect
Well,
phalanx? I
what
don't
is
think. I don't think so.
1600s. Let's go then. I'll find them on the battleship. How about that? Fire a cannon.
What are they going to
at
do?
me.
Swim?
1940.
No, they'll walk across the bottom of the ocean.
They do the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff.
Yeah.
You are just pitching the second movie or first movie.
First
of
movie,
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey,
You're just like,
I may be a genius.
Can I beat Brian, who's clearly Captain Barbossa in this film? And you're.
I would rather fight them in Pirates of the Caribbean 1. How about that?
But how is fighting them on like battleships?
Oh,
any different
it's
from
so
fighting-
much worse. I'd lose.
Well, but how is it different from fighting people?
It's not.
They're just shooting. You
I-
just want pirates.
I've just
No, I
chosen to
respect
put
that.
myself on a pirate ship.
I respect that.
Right, just went pirate ship.
I may lose, but I
You
get to
chose the
stand on a
spiritual-
pirate ship.
That's the spiritual victory. No, I respect it.
It's the journey.
It's the journey. It's
Yeah.
not the destination. The destination for me will be heaven because I'll lose.
It'd be fun for the first 3 days, and then
Yeah.
you get scurvy, and
3
then
days.
yeah.
I'll never get scurvy.
That should be a challenge for us. Try to get scurvy.
Try to get scurvy.
I feel like it'd be hard to get scurvy
I think
these
it,
days.
how okay. Now I got to look that up because how have people not gotten scurvy these days?
Because like,
What-
okay,
Isn't it just vitamin D deficiency?
It's. I thought it was vitamin C.
it's
was
vitamin
like,
C deficiency.
yeah, which is like oranges, lemon, like citrus.
It's citrus.
There's got to be some people who don't eat citrus.
Yes, I'm sure it's something you can have a deficiency from, but I'm sure there's other things you could get it from.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, but we can
What can you get vitamin C from? I wonder if it's in toothpaste.
That's a good question. We would have to stop brushing our teeth as well.
The pirate way. It's the code.
They probably do put it in there. That's it. Wow.
Look at me, solve the
Look,
world.
look at you.
We should just put all the vitamins.
All intuitive shit.
a lot of fruits and vegetables.
We gotta stop eating it all.
Yeah, we got to go on a
So
pure
like broccoli,
meat
Brussels sprouts, peppers.
I don't know if you guys have been to First Watch recently. They have a fantastic honey Brussels mash or whatever it's called. It's like Brussels sprouts and potatoes with chili crisp and cheese and hot honey. Oh my god.
That sounds so good.
It's fantastic. It's so good. Go to First Watch, everyone.
Wait, what
it
did
might
you
be.
say?
What?
That's such a good reference.
I didn't hear what either of you just
What? Do you,
said.
what?
You said it's fantastic, and I. And I pulled.
No, I'll give it to you there.
It was taller.
Say that again.
What did you say?
That was terrible. 'Cause you said something.
No, that's great.
Wait, what?
John made a joke, then looked at me, and I'm like, I didn't hear.
I was like, please, because I know Ryan is.
Say that again. It's fantastic.
And there was never another movie.
Thank God.
I really hope they show up in Secret Wars.
They suck. No.
No, but like they killed him right away.
That would be funny.
Like they're like the Fantastic Four is here, and it's the ones that we're expecting, which is Pedro Pascal, Eddie from.
No, they get one more try.
They get one more try.
They get one more.
And then it's just.
And I've been watching Outer Banks season 4. They should have just cast the guy who plays JJ. He would have been a perfect Human Torch. He would have been fantastic.
No,
Stranger
Things
No.
is.
And I'm sure he'll be good.
Wait, who is the Human Torch?
It's Eddie from Stranger Things.
The guy who's like. Yeah.
What?
Damn, I did that for no reason. Shit!
Look how weird you look right now. For all you audio listeners, Ryan just embarrassed the fuck out of himself. And he looked so uncool while doing it. We're actually
For all you Eddie lovers out there, you know exactly what I did.
I need you to do that again so I can put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll do it again.
It's the first image that comes up.
And I did it perfectly, didn't I?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you
Right.
did.
You have to do that at Horror Nights to somebody, just like.
I'll do it to the scare actor. There's
Can't
this,
scare the scare actors, right?
no, there's this one girl I've seen on TikTok that goes around at Halloween Horror goes, ah! And then runs away and runs through a, ah!
She does the Robin Hood Men in Tights, just. Oh, help me, help me, help me. Oh, thanks for the help. Ah!
Was that question number 3 we're at now?
Yeah, that was number. What item would you introduce to a non-technically advanced society?
The chemistry book.
Yeah, the chemistry textbook is a pretty good option.
I think.
That's actually fun. How dangerous.
But half of the book is Ka plus Po plus like they don't know that.
But
So
like,
it's-
hear me out.
But the, like,
World's strongest flashlight. The sun.
that would be fucked.
But it's
yeah.
gonna run out of battery.
Yeah, but then I say like when my power gets back,
Well, but you don't have an outlet.
but it will never come back.
You have to give them
Okay.
something like, you know, like the toy Stretch Armstrong or something, or like a slinky. Give them a slinky,
Well,
and
They're not like Neanderthals.
yeah, they would be. Oh,
but
this is clearly a toy.
no.
Like, do you know North Sentinel Island? Like the
No.
island that if you go there, they'll kill you, basically.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, just I see a bunch of TikToks that are like, yeah, but this on North Sentinel Island.
But anything high enough power requires some sort of power that they will lose due to like like flashlight or gun. They'll lose the ammo or battery or something, and then they'll no longer have that. You have to give them something that they can use forever.
You turn the flashlight on.
That's what I'm saying. Like a manual of some kind. Like even if it's even if you're like, oh, you can't read it to them,
Yeah.
or you can't. Like, if it just has pictures, or even if they just have to decode it somehow, no, that's gonna that's gonna be crazy, especially if you give them, like, here's what this ends up being.
True.
Alright, there's your incentive.
True.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
The D&D Player's Handbook.
Holy shit, that would be insane!
Who is this? Magic!
It's like, if we kill this many more things, we'll
get XP.
stronger. We'll
Get a
get XP.
level.
We'll get a level.
If I get a bit of fleece.
I think they could invent magic. Prove me wrong. They'll learn to teleport in 5 years.
You and I gave the Kuatoa a player's handbook, and they actually start casting spells.
But this is the theory that some people have on aliens. Is
Which
that they will just introduce technology to us for us to get the idea, and then we'll make it.
what technology have they, quote unquote, introduced
So,
to us?
so people will be like, oh, in the 90s, people had like the ideas for iPhones. And they were made in the 90s, and then they were released in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Because, like, they were waiting to release the technology because we weren't ready for it.
I mean, they also...
This isn't my belief, Ryan. These are other people's beliefs. I feel like right now you're attacking me as if these
You're right. You're right. I was about to attack you, John, and you deferred me.
I was making sure not to get misconstrued here.
And I'll attack anyone who does believe that.
Yeah, they're dumb.
They're stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they weren't releasing that
Someone
because...
saw a TV and someone saw a landline phone. They went, but what if? And then, let me ponder you the question, what if? And then they did
That was a
it.
sick reference.
Thank you. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
But like... But if... What is it? The aliens... What was I going to say?
I don't know. You were talking about the phones.
Oh, yeah.
Phones.
Oh, yeah. If they're creating them years in advance and not releasing them, those are something we like to call prototypes. Not for mass consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do this with everything. We do it with food. You know, when they released the spicy chalupa at Taco Bell.
Or the chicken Big Mac at McDonald's.
I gotta try that one day. I might die. But like,
You've had the fish fillet. You'll be fine.
I enjoy the fish fillet though.
Fish fillet? What?
The fillet of fish is so good.
Oh. I
Fillet-
don't know why that was. I don't know why I
You
thought
said
that was a
fish
little different.
Sorry, filet o fish. My bad.
Do you remember the fish bites that they had at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Those were actually kind of good.
Because those commercials slapped.
Fish bites.
Fishy McBites, McBites, fishy McBites, McBites. Fishy, fishy!
Did you have the app on your phone?
I think that was the exact commercial. I think you
That
guys
was
got
it.
spot on.
I can't wait for McDonald's to sue us for royalties.
Please do.
Please.
We'll be put on the map.
Like the lady who burnt herself, even though the coffee. Do you not know this story?
Oh, yes!
Yeah, when McDonald's gave this lady, this
Yes.
poor old lady,
Yeah.
a 120 degree cup of coffee.
Yes, they did.
Wait,
and then the
120 degrees?
Yeah, their coffee is like insanely hot.
Some may call it obtuse.
So, I'm just gonna say, that's... Oh.
That's way above boiling.
That's below boiling.
Is it?
So
Fahrenheit.
if it was...
I was talking Celsius.
That, whoa! That's above boiling!
As a barista, we steam it to 120.
Yeah, it's...
And then it gets hotter. Because
Yeah.
we stop steaming at 120.
Yeah, you're talking to a barista here, John.
Damn it. Fuck.
You lose!
Damn. I'm sorry that the lid wasn't on fully.
Yeah, no, that is...
Because she went to grab the cup, and then she went like this, and then...
Yeah, I've done that with my water bottle so many times. I fill it up, and I put the lid on it, and I go to grab it, but I forgot to screw it on, so I pull it across the counter, and the straw is in it. And then the whole thing falls off the counter and spills all over the floor.
You did that during this podcast. You dropped your beer all over.
I dropped it. I didn't spill a water bottle. That's different. I spilled a beer because of reasons.
Because you dropped.
I did something. I don't remember.
Oh my god.
We're getting messages.
We're getting a pizza order.
No, don't tell me Papa John.
Yes, Papa John!
It's gonna happen
I
now.
know!
We have to keep this in. This is behind.
I don't know if you guys know, but there is hush on this. Shh. There's a Papa John's card. You can get 50% off all orders for at least, I think it's 16 orders. That's insane.
You're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
Yeah,
Please.
we're gonna.
I'll be known. I'll start over anew. I don't care.
We'll start another podcast where we also get drunk and talk about movies. We'll call it
4 beers in a movie.
4 beers in a movie.
36 beers in a movie.
Yeah, because some of you, 3 beers isn't enough. Fuck you guys. Sorry, but fuck you guys.
Oh,
Sorry, no, it's 4 shots of vodka and 3 beers in a movie. Like, what does that one guy say?
two cups of scotch and 3 beers in a movie. Shut the fuck up.
Shut
dude.
up.
You
Shut
came
up.
up with that.
Shut
What?
up. I hope you're listening to this right now. I hope you listened to us for the past 3 episodes and now you're on this one. You're like, hey, maybe we're good. No, fuck you. Fuck you. You suck.
But honestly, a lot of good people came out.
Yeah, no, we
there
had
were good
some
people on
good
both
guys.
sides.
You know who you are.
But a lot of people from UCF came out, talked to us.
At this point, it's like 4 weeks. It's like a month ago.
Yeah,
It's so long
it is 4 weeks ago. But I would like to. Can we make a thing now? The second, so the third episode of every month should be a person's recommendation.
Third episode every month
Yep.
is a guest episode.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Sounds
We'll shake on that here.
We'll shake.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! We did that.
It's been made. The deal has been made.
Yeah.
Deal's been struck.
Was it really? Oh yeah.
Trial by stone.
Trial by stone.
So I feel like that was a good.
Yeah. Question.
Many items.
Question 4.
Magical items. What would your medieval sigil be?
What is it? What?
Medieval
what?
sigil? Like
So-
like a crest on a shield?
Yeah, like a crest.
I have an answer.
Is it your
Because,
actual family?
Yeah, that's the boring
Oh
answer.
my!
I'm going something, and I mean this does relate to one of my D&D characters. I got to go with moth.
That's a good one.
It's pretty
I'm
cool.
going to moth because like everyone loves a butterfly. People don't like moths, and I don't know why. I think moths are more peaceful. They're just the butterflies of the moon.
Have you ever heard the stories of like the original Mothman?
I think so.
They're actually like terrifying.
Yeah, but also it's like some people are like, ooh, and they don't like that,
Yeah.
and
It
it's
spooks a little people.
spooks a little bit of people. I passed by a spa today. I was driving to go to lunch, and I passed by a spa today that had a really cool moth like symbol. I'm like, that's sick. And so yeah, I go moth for my sigil.
What would your colors be?
I think you go. I mean, color is easy to. Is this medieval times? Is it still medieval?
Yeah, it could be.
Black is easy. Charcoal. Red is easy with blood.
You don't dye things with blood, Ryan.
You dye things with blood.
You don't dye things with blood, Ryan.
There's red flowers.
Yes, that's
There's
not
there's
blood.
no blue flowers.
Correct.
You did dye. Purple was from snails.
I didn't
Really?
know that.
Yeah,
That's sick.
It was snail. I think it was snail oil or snail blood.
Yeah, I knew red was easy to get. I knew black was easy to get.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know. I know you couldn't get blue.
Yeah, blue is like impossible.
Yeah.
But that's also why I thought purple was hard because purple is like the color of royalty.
It was
Yeah.
really, really
Because
hard.
purple's hard to get.
Yeah.
And in my mind, like some blues did exist, but they were basically just like violets or like weird
Yeah.
purples.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yellow as well, which there's yellow flowers, but like
Yeah, yellow is common.
yeah,
Yeah.
so black, yellow, red.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
Gosh,
How about you, Piper?
I have a weird fascination with hydras, so probably that. It's a crest because that's metal.
that is sick.
That's metal.
I also feel like if you could if you did have a majority flag, like your entire country flag was a hydra, and then you have your phalanx, which is a bit like the hydra spread across several shields.
Yes.
Oh my god,
So
that's so
that's
cool.
sick.
Thank you for that idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep,
I'll be doing that.
one of you guys will steal that.
Yes.
Uh,
I created a new Hydra type monster recently.
Oh shit! As long as it's not the photo hydra, we're good.
It's called a Doppelhydra.
Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's right behind me, isn't it? Hey guys, I know you guys just had like a bad combat, but
But your ally is right behind you, but he has two heads. Don't go one off.
It's the shape of a lindworm.
What?
Basically, dragon, no back feet, no wings. And they dig.
But they still have front arms.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a snake with 2 arms.
That I love the different types of like dragons / like worms. So it's like dragons, worms,
Yeah.
lindworms, or
Wyverns.
like wyverns. Wyverns. I love wyverns.
They have names, but they're just basically snakes with wings,
'Cause
no arms or legs.
Are wyverns the ones with back legs and
Yeah.
the front legs are the arms and wings?
Yes.
Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Those
No,
are the best
wyverns
ones.
are
Wyverns
sick.
are the best ones.
Wyverns are 6. Lindworms don't get enough love, and I love lindworms.
And I've realized this, I don't like dragons as much because dragons are just insects.
What?
They got back legs, front legs, and wings. That's 6 limbs. They're insects.
What? You've blown my mind. Is that...
It's 6 limbs.
Wait.
Is that
Okay, so a queen ant.
Yeah.
How many limbs does a queen ant have?
What is that? 8 limbs now?
That'd be 8. I don't think wings are limbs.
Are they not?
I don't think wings are limbs. So like a wyvern,
Interesting.
I don't think it has 2. It has 2 limbs.
So do birds have 2 limbs?
I would say yes.
Interesting. It's interesting.
We can fact check this.
I'm
I'm going off.
This is what I believed.
This
This is not my fact checking rules.
I did like the 6-legged dragon that we fought.
No! Why would you say this?
Our wings are limbs.
4? Don't say that for a bird.
Yeah, wings are limbs. Wait, hold on. Let's get it. Let's get an out of person opinion.
Oh,
Our
man.
lighthouse guest, Patrick Griffin.
Yes.
Are
yes, I am.
Are wings limbs?
You can't say
Yes,
queen
they
ant.
are. Think of bats.
Okay, queen ants.
Okay, insects are different. That's not like a...
Insects are. They have 6 legs.
Insects are like
That's
a
the
completely
only
different...
classification. That's the only thing that classifies
Legs,
them.
consider, legs are different than appendages.
Okay,
We're talking about limbs.
so a dragon, 2 arms, 2 legs,
And then wings.
2 wings.
Yes.
6.
Is that an insect now?
It's...
A wyvern,
He's.
a wyvern, 2 arms, 2 legs that are wings. That's
yes.
only 4.
It's like a bat.
Yeah.
It's bat-esque. It's so like wings on an insect are different than like as limbs. But but when you look at mammal skeletons, like a bat, it's like
Okay.
it's big hands.
Okay.
It's webbed
They are
fingers
big,
with
are
big
big
hands.
hands. They
Different
are big hands.
classifications.
But
Insects don't have limbs. They only have legs.
Are legs not limbs?
We just said they're different.
Are
He's gotta go.
They're not opposable in the same way.
Are trees insects?
Trees are not insects.
No.
No, because they have more than 6 limbs.
I'm gonna kill you.
If a tree had exactly 6 limbs, yes.
Anytime you try to look up how many limbs does an ant have, it always dodges the question. It's like, they have 6 legs. I'm like, that's not what I asked you, son
So,
of a bitch.
am I wrong?
It's just
Do-
a different
do they have-
classification.
An abdomen and thorax?
No. Bugs? Insects?
Dragons.
No.
What dragon are you talking about? Dragons aren't real?
Okay, we're using that logic. Then sure, everything is fake.
If a dragon had an abdomen and thorax and they had...
So if a dragon was an insect, would it be an insect?
If
Is
they
that the
hit,
question you're
if they
asking?
hit all the qualifications of insect, would they be an insect?
Yes, without a doubt. If the insect was an insect, it would be an insect. We've come to a consensus.
So with that being said,
What?
But my colors are strictly green and black.
I would go oarfish.
I love an oarfish.
Oarfish?
Oarfish is great.
I feel like I know what they look like, but I can't think of it right now.
So
They're like basically sea serpents.
yeah, and also they're like harbingers of disasters.
Yeah.
These look sick.
And,
Yeah.
and so basically what I would do is
fucked.
before wartime is I would place a wooden oarfish at the enemy's door as like, hey, we're coming
That's
for
sick
you.
as fuck.
Didn't
That's
one
sick.
of these beach right before the hurricane?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. But in
They're
California,
like the beaching ones.
Yeah.
it beached in California. So good luck, California.
Oh.
Yeah, it would. If it had been Florida, it'd be like, hey, it's bound to happen. But it beached in California. Like 10 of them beached in Japan before a 9.5 magnitude earthquake.
I
They're-
love stuff like that where it's like,
They're doomsday fish.
well, you ever think about like stuff like that happening where like, oh, and then people aspire like attribute like spiritual qualities to certain things where it's like, so like your reasoning is not incorrect. You've noticed a pattern because like they probably beached because of someone getting fucked up in the ocean, and then it does happen.
And
Sometimes-
that's why I love correlation, not causation.
Yes, because it's like with so much of like what we can like myths and like other things like that, or like it's like you can see what they're talking about. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not completely wrong.
Like I'm sure it's because they're like so deep down in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I'm sure because like if somebody throws a grenade,
Yeah.
do you want to be in the water or on the land when it hits?
In the water.
No.
Shit.
Wait, where are you throwing it?
So the worst place to go is in the water, because if the chance is like there's a chance that it goes in the water. So it would be a 50-50 chance whether it stays on the land or goes into the water. If it goes into the water, you're fucked.
Why?
It's like the vibrations.
The
the sound.
vibrations will you wouldn't be able to see how bad it got you. Meanwhile, if you were on land, you would be like, "Oh yeah, I got hit with shrapnel."
Yeah.
But like it's like
And you're also more able to. I guess for us, it's more able to like defend ourselves on land, but like.
What gets
I
me
get what you're saying.
for like medieval stuff is like going back to dragons is like, oh, people saw like let's say Komodo dragon is they saw a giant lizard with a forked tongue, and they like
And it
was
spits
like
something at them.
it's like it looks like it breathed something that split, and it's like
And one of their guys died from it.
I swear that it like spit something out of its mouth that split, and then they draw it and it keeps splitting and it keeps splitting. It looks bigger and bigger until it looks like a breath of fire.
Yeah, no, literally. And like other things where it's like, God, what was I thinking of? Yeah. Have you seen pictures of elephants drawn by people that have never seen an elephant, and it's just being described to them?
I don't think so.
It's so interesting.
it's so cool. But also speaking of harbingers, Mothman is a harbinger. Mothman has been sighted at 9/11.
What?
There's a picture of what looks to be Mothman at 9/11.
Like as a byseer or as a destroyer?
He is flying in the air. Mothman 9/11.
You can't convince me Mothman did 9/11, John.
This is a
What? That's so fake. That's so obviously fake.
So, like, it's being described to them, but they're missing details.
But they're so close.
I know.
They're so close.
Like,
But honestly, what also hits for me is they look like boars.
yeah.
Because-
they're probably described as bigger boars.
Because boars and elephants are so close in relation.
yeah. You just think of think of a boar,
That's why I love them.
but long nose,
Yeah.
giant tusks, and they are 3 or 4 times the size.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
Okay.
That's why the snout is like, it kind of curves
But not
up.
like, it's like, rah.
Yeah, they didn't exaggerate the nose enough.
Yeah.
It's still more boar-like.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Fantastic. Mothman was at 9/11?
yeah.
Sorry
What?
to interrupt.
So-
the Mothman.
So do you know the whole like basically what happened in Point Pleasant?
No.
So Point Pleasant, around the times Mothman was being seen around, like when they were having the original Mothman sightings in like the 1980s, a bridge fell down.
Yeah.
And then after it, the stories of Mothman just stopped.
Yeah, because he was the one who
Yeah.
destroys the bridges to trap you on the... Yeah.
Yeah. And so like
He's so funny. Classic Mothman.
classic Moth. But it was just like, oh, people think that he's just a harbinger of things to come, like bad things to come. And so like people whether they were just hysterical at the time will be like, yeah, during 9/11 we saw stuff flying, and like a lot of it is just debris, but it looks like someone's flying around.
I mean, the picture you just showed me is obviously not real, but
like, wouldn't it be so crazy if you were like born in Point Pleasant and you looked up and you were just in New York during the time,
yeah,
and you just saw Mothman,
yeah,
just like, wait, I know him.
I.
What are you doing here?
But like, how far away would it have to be at the point you're at to look up at the Twin Towers and be like,
everybody was probably looking up at them.
Well, before the attack?
No, it was during
during the
yeah.
But still, at that point, it's like that unmistakably to me is Mothman, like without a doubt. No,
Did you see?
you're in shock.
Did you see the Good Morning America video of there is a man dressed up? This is the recording of 9/11 through Good Morning America. There is a guy dressed up like Mr. Peanut.
Yes,
And there is somebody who witnessed the 9/11 tragedy
through Mr. Peanut's eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess he said that's nuts. I'm here all week. I'm on the podcast every week, guys.
I'm dead.
He'd be like, "Yo, guys, I'm here in New York. It's nuts right now."
Yes,
I can't get it to the airport. They're cracking down on security.
Remember they killed Mr. Peanut?
What?
Yeah, Mr. Peanut died in
He's dead?
in 2018. He died for our sins.
They literally killed him.
It was a Super Bowl halftime commercial.
What?
He fucking died.
They're like, so a couple weeks before, they're like, the Mr. Peanut commercial was just him hanging on a ledge, and then
It was 2020.
and then during the Super Bowl halftime show, there was just a commercial, and it was like, will he survive? And he's just holding there for like a solid 2 minutes.
Then how is Miller's High Life a beer? It's Mr. Peanut approved.
Well, he approved it before he died, right?
No. Don't tell me. I haven't seen a Mr. Peanut commercial in a while.
Yeah.
No, he's dead.
No.
We wouldn't be able to talk about this next month because it would be no November.
Fucking.
Hell,
High five.
That was a good one.
that's pretty good.
I'm here on the podcast every week.
Damn.
Yeah, but could you imagine witnessing 9/11 and then dying in a Super Bowl halftime show?
That's a lifetime experience. Like you're not topping.
Al
No,
Roker is talking to...
Please, Al Roker, let me speak.
I was 1 degree of separation from Al Roker.
Through who?
Through my ex-girlfriend's friend.
Hold on, we got the Mr. Peanut commercial right here. They're swerving. Mr. Peanut goes. He's off the cliff. He's hanging. It's on the edge of the branch.
He's like, I know what I have to do.
The other 2 men will die if he doesn't sacrifice himself. He sacrifices himself! He explodes. Mr. Peanut dies in 2020. Holy shit.
It's a Super Bowl halftime commercial. But
Why would they promote that? Why would they promote their
no,
I mean, promoting your mascot's death.
It's
That's,
like,
that's
did
the
you
way to buy in memorial.
did
Wasn't there like a baby Mr. Peanut right after that?
yeah. Mr.
Yes.
Peanut had a kid.
I do remember that.
But they
I don't
killed-
know whose nut.
Who's Mrs. Peanut?
Whose nut did Mr. Peanut put his nut into? High quality.
I'll wave my hand on that one.
That was great value brand. But basically, my ex-girlfriend, her friend was on the Christmas time, like, house makeover show.
Okay.
And so Al Roker and everybody from, like, Hallmark TV came to their house. And it was, like, a big event. Like, I wish I had pictures of it, but I wasn't invited because we weren't dating at the time. But yeah, one degree of separation, which means you guys are now 2 degrees away from Al Roker.
Let's go.
You're welcome.
I love the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's so fascinating to me.
I mean, we do know the vegan Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I'm 1 degree away.
So number 5. How would you siege a castle?
Okay, that is one thing I really appreciate in this movie. Like, at least more so than other medieval films I've seen. Like, oh, battering rams? Okay, sick. Ways to defend from oncoming volleys of arrows? Sick. Like, ways to bridge the gap between the moat and the bridge. Yeah. But, like...
How would you do it, though?
How would I siege a castle?
Yeah.
Well, what do I have? What?
The world's your oyster.
The world's my oyster? Okay, well, how is the castle situated?
Oh, so I'm going to set up a general outline.
Perfect.
Okay. Think the St. Augustine fort.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that, how that's raised up. And it's flooded right now, so it actually does have a moat, but the cows are not in the moat.
Cows?
Oh, you don't know this fun fact?
What?
So,
What?
so the fort at St. Augustine, it was never attacked, but it had a moat that would fill up if it ever got flooded. It's also where they kept their livestock. So it was just filled with cows.
You and I fall into the moat of
Can't cows
sieging St.
swim?
Augustine, and then I get trampled by cows.
Obviously, when it would rain, they would bring the cows in.
Okay.
But the cows could also just climb out.
Okay.
They were free to go whenever. But
If the cows can climb out, can I climb in?
so you would be going down a divot, and then you would be...
Straight up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember when we were like, if we take that fort
Mhm.
during St. Lasagna Steam break,
Yeah.
if we take that fort, it's legally ours.
Yeah.
Because I think that should be a good rule with every fort,
I agree.
even if it's no longer a commission and there's nobody take like
If we can
If you can legally take that fort, you own it.
like if you get the key to that fort, it's
You would have
yours.
so many gangs of kids. It's just like, we got 100 of us together. Let's siege this fort.
Yeah.
Like that would be a fun Mr. Beast episode. He already commits war crimes. Why not do it now?
I think
I got 100 kids to siege St. Augustine.
The human ladder, the Lego movie joined the...
is this fort holding something that I want?
We can make it the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay.
So, I think do we want a fun answer or the real answer?
I got my answer.
Because the real answer is you just kind of sit outside.
And just
You
stop.
just kind of wait.
Your food runs out eventually.
Yeah, that's the boring answer.
I was gonna say, build a fort. Hold something that they want more, and have them siege you, and then you win, and then you siege them.
Why did it turn into Minecraft Bed Wars? Why is your
They gotta
strategy for
come-
sieging
they gotta come to
Minecraft
me.
Bed Wars?
Did you ever hear what happened with the original St. Augustine fort?
No, I mean I know it's the only fact I know about it is it's built of coquina
Yeah, which is sand, like
in the little
shells.
shells.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is cool.
It won't exist in like 50
Doesn't that
years.
stuff like disintegrate?
Yeah, it won't exist
Yeah.
in 50 years. Due to rising sea levels. And then, I saw a TikTok post that was like, if you find an artifact near the St. Augustine fort because of the hurricane from erosion, then that's not yours. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
That's mine. I'm taking that.
Like, that's like finding a treasure and being like, yeah,
How would I know it's part of the St. Augustine fort?
yeah, like...
I don't.
Is there a St. Augustine snitch? Like, just walking around? The
Yo,
fucking-
that is such a
Are
cool
you sure?
superhero.
St. Augustine snitch. What a great name, by the way.
The St. Augustine snitch would be so cool. He's like, yo, I think this person is sleeping outside because he doesn't own a house.
They're just walking around with, like, a pink polo and khakis. Just like...
It would have happened to steal something, wouldn't it?
He definitely uses the word snitch
Oh, 100%.
because everybody else is a snitch, but he's not the snitch.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like, they're like, what are you, the St. Augustine snitch? And he's like, matter of fact, no, I'm not.
But everyone else calls him.
Yeah. And then what is it? I'm trying to think. So basically, we do get into history on this podcast an awful lot. But originally, there was going to be one siege on the fort. It was going to be during a hurricane. It was a fort that was... there was another fort closer to the Panhandle. One army was going this way. The other army was going to siege the other fort during this hurricane. They missed each other because it was a hurricane and you couldn't see.
They both sieged each other's fort.
They both got there and nobody was at the fort.
Just make another fort. Do it with a rumor of
They
treasure.
both just take the fort.
They traded forts.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they're like, well,
but guess what? Your fort has nothing, and you've taken everything they have.
Yeah.
Boom, you win.
Well, but they had nothing either because they took everything.
Shit. I lose.
But it was just if you're ever in St. Augustine and you see the trolley tours going around, it's worth the ticket because it's good for the entire day. You don't have to walk around the entirety. We missed so much stuff when we went.
We had a St. Augustine trip
during spring break,
and I wouldn't say it was the best.
Somebody pooped.
Somebody pooped is so ominous.
If you ever seen the episode of Always Sunny when Frank poops the bed, that's what it was. Because it was, how did that brown stain get there? I know for a fact it wasn't
I wasn't
me.
even there for that. I still hear stories about that.
It was
only one person sat there.
Yep. If I had to describe their
name...
name...
And it wasn't 5 out of 6 people.
If I had to describe their name in a direction, it would be Midwest. Midwest. I didn't name them. It was Midwest. Maybe I'm talking about Chapel Roan, the Midwest Princess. That's what she calls herself.
If only we had went on a St. Augustine trip with Chapel Roan.
Can you imagine if that was the lore?
I brought a friend along.
Yeah, we accidentally went on a St. Augustine trip with Chapel Roan.
So okay, my friend goes.
Before she got famous. But
yeah,
is that it for questions?
Yeah, that's pretty much it for.
Yeah. I think that brings us to reviews.
Yeah, so we should start with the beer first.
Thank God, because I was just thinking about my beer review. I got it in my brain right now, so I do have it, and I think it's gonna be a 4.53 for Dragon's Milk.
I thought you gave me like 7 decibels right there. I don't know why.
Nope.
How about you?
As far as a beer goes, it was good. I'm not a beer person, but like ranking it on a scale of the beers I've had, you can easily 4.3. I'll leave a little space.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I like the coffee. I like the chocolate.
It's more chocolatey to me than I would say coffee.
It is more chocolate.
And I like that.
And it's subtle enough where it's not like this is a coffee beer.
No.
This is just a little bit of extra.
Yeah.
A little bit of something.
I'm gonna give it a 4.54.
Wow, just a little bit above me. Just a little bit.
Because last time I did it a little bit below you.
Uh-huh.
I have to give it a little bit more this time.
Bit more.
How about the movie?
The movie.
God, it almost depends what scale you're rating it on.
That's what season 2 is here for.
Yeah.
We realized our issues with this podcast. Fucking dream scenario.
Fuck you. No, that's on you. That's not even on me. That's on you.
But what is it? I think this movie tries to do too many things and fails at all of them. But it succeeds. There are bright parts.
No, yeah.
This movie is enjoyable.
Yes, I think it's about what the intention of the movie is. Like, you can take it as a series. If you do that, awful. Yeah. It just doesn't do what anything. No.
And I gotta agree with it. It tries too many things and it fails at all of them. But I still liked it.
In the series, this is the worst movie in the series.
Which, going in not knowing any of the other movies, I can't compare it to anything. So I liked it. But
this would be like watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid and watching Dog Days, the remake, or The Long Haul.
Is that the one with Not My Roger?
Yeah.
Damn.
but I still enjoy this movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was an enjoyable movie, which it's hard to give a bad rating to a movie I enjoyed, at least for me.
I will always go down with this way of thinking when it comes to movies. If it entertains me for at least two thirds of the time, then it's a good movie.
No, for sure.
I got my rating.
You got
Is
your
it out of 5 as well?
It's out of 5 as well. Wait, should I go first?
Yeah, you can go for it.
I'll give it a 3.71.
3.7. Okay. How about you, Pipe?
My gut instinct was 3.8 or 3.9.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite a 4.
It's not quite
it's
a 4.
not quite there.
It's not quite there. Which and I give it kudos to comedy points, like just one-liners and stuff.
No, it is it's like...
But it's not fully there in comedy, horror, or... Like, it's not fully there in comedy, horror, or medieval.
No, here's what I say. If it was not Bruce Campbell,
Yes.
this would be a 2.
Yes.
Or maybe a 1.5.
I agree with that.
He's the only reason this movie works.
I agree with that.
And he can only pull so much weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this movie takes all three of the things that it's trying to be, the horror, the comedy, and the medieval. It takes all of that, and it's somehow still a decent movie.
Which is kind of impressive.
It's
Yeah.
very impressive. I really enjoy Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. I saw that in a theater by myself.
That's right. I disagree.
Oh my!
I won't get into that. And that's another time.
I will
It's
attack
another
you
time.
on this.
It's another time.
But with that being said, I'm going to give it a nice rookie score.
Mm-hmm.
Nice rookie score. 8
hell?
that is a
8?
rookie score. 3.85.
Okay.
That was my. I was thinking like, what was my decimal, and then it just came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3.85. I enjoyed this. It isn't quite a 4 like Piper said, but it still gets the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch movies very frequently. But, like, I'm like, okay, this was a good movie. Like, I didn't feel bad after watching it.
This is if you wanted to watch a stupid, like, bad horror movie, but still have a decent movie.
Yes.
Like, if you wanted to watch, like, something like The Evil Ginger Dead Man versus The Evil Bomb.
Like, you wouldn't feel good afterwards.
This is much better,
Yeah.
and I hate to say it, than Evil Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
Your third favorite movie, Ron?
In my third, I did tell people.
Now, how would you scale it against Willy's Wonderland?
I would.
Because it's very similar. They're both carried by the actor, by the main actor.
If that's not Nick Cage, then I don't like that movie.
Exactly. But, like, it's kind of similar where it's like this set design and the costume design for both is really on point.
It's just the main actor is the one who is driving that movie. I think I still would put. I know.
They're both kind of similar.
I'd put Willy's Wonderland over this one.
Yeah.
I don't have a rating for Willy's Wonderland because I didn't just watch it, but I would put it over.
And Nick
over
Cage
this.
doesn't even have a speaking role.
No, he doesn't
Not
have
a
single line.
single line.
That movie's so good. I almost wish I didn't show you that movie until now because I was so sad I couldn't show it to you on the podcast.
We can watch it in the future when it's been a longer time.
Yes.
But yeah.
And with that being said,
Yeah.
This has been 3 Beers in a Movie podcast. More to come soon. We'll see you next week.